There we go.
Alright, so we should be live in just a minute here. Hello out there to everyone. Welcome back to this playthrough of Super Robot Wars Z2 Saisei. I'm Ryu, this is Zero, and we would like to apologize for the fact that we were not here yesterday. We'll probably explain in a bit why that was, but suffice to say we had a
Problem.
small emergency pop up. It's at least better-ish now. So, when last we left off, we had just finished a stage where a lot of stuff happened, and I still have not gotten that up on YouTube, have I?
Not sure.
So I'll need to take care of that later. Completely forgot about it with all the craziness going on yesterday. So, last stage. We wound up getting Hero back in the Wing Zero. Crazy stuff was going on with Chiriko as he heard the Red Shoulders march, and that caused him to go a bit nuts. Setsuna now has the 00 Riser, although not the 00 Riser sword, sadly, which will be very useful to have. I don't think this is worth it.
We've got money to burn.
But still. And you've completely derailed my train of thought there. So, Hero's back with the Wing Zero. We've gone ahead and fully upgraded the Wing Zero since its full upgrade bonus is very nice. Makes the Zero system even stronger. And you want to have the Zero system online.
You know what? No, I'm going to do it. Why not?
+2 movement and +40 mobility.
That's actually really nice.
For him, I would take the movement up.
I was going to say, that's not particularly useful.
Either movement up or jamming.
Let's go for movement up.
So, Hero came back in the Wing Zero after exchanging the Epion over to Milliardo Peacecraft. So that's good. The former Zex Marquise now has a better unit. Hero's got his unit and is able to use it. And everything should be okay. Ribbons Allmark is not best pleased that he's lost the Wing Zero, although he's realized he was probably a bit hasty in ordering it destroyed. Oh well. If you can't understand it, get rid of it. Right? Isn't that how the world works? So, off we go to the next stage. And a lot of story today.
I wouldn't say that, but... Story.
A lot of Z-series story. So, Eurasia, central area. Ptolemais 2 briefing room. Let's see. Yep. What everyone is looking at right now is footage of a newly discovered zone that was located by, let's see, spy satellite? I'm guessing that's a spy satellite. By an overhead spy satellite. Is that huge thing's one of those zones? So you're saying that Setsuko's trapped in something like that? Let's see. At the current point in time, it seems to be exactly the same as the one in North America. Let's see. Just like before, it showed up out of nowhere.
Hello. It's not fixed, but...
So...
one of our cats got their tail slammed in a door.
Yes.
However, this particular cat was born odd. His tail has a 90-degree bend in it, and...
This part that got damaged is beyond that bend, so... The part of that... The back part of his tail is not working right, but... we aren't fully sure what happened. It's the really big fluffy black cat we've had show up on stream a couple of times. But he doesn't seem to be overly bothered by it. So we're really not sure what to do, but it was a time of panic all around yesterday, so...
Yeah, so sorry for not being here yesterday.
Yes, that is the reason we were not here. We had a cat get his tail slammed in a door jamb and possibly fractured or broke it, but we don't know. But he's still getting around okay here today, so All we can do is hope and pray that everything's fine and that it'll heal.
Alright, back to story.
Yep.
It's never good.
Yeah. Never good to injure your kitties. At least this wasn't our fault. I don't know what would have happened if it had been my fault that this happened. Yeah, the cats got the door shut on their own by knocking something into it.
Alright, let's try and go back to story.
So, yes, just like with North America, this zone appeared out of nowhere. In addition, Islam appears to be focusing their forces around the zone, and the northern area of India has been completely surrounded by them. Yes, in addition, Federation forces that had been surrounding the area were entirely wiped out by groups believed to be Arcsabers and Dimensional Beasts. Of course, if it's just the regular military, there's no way they'd be able to stand against them. If that's the case, that means we've got to go. I agree with you guys. After all, if those A-laws aren't going to do anything, we've got to take actions into our own hands. But even if we're able to break through the enemy squadrons, we still don't have any clue how to destroy a zone. Don't worry about it. That time, I'll go. You saying that you're going to heal off that zone with the Brastosphere? Whether it's good luck or bad luck, it's true that I've been able to draw out a fair bit of the power of my sphere here at this point. I don't know how well it'll go or not, but it is our last option. Q, are you intending to just throw away your debt? I'm not the kind of guy who'd just go ahead and die before paying off his debts. And after all, I'll do everything I can to avoid that scenario. Crow. Stop, Rand. After all. Well, even with someone like you there to patch things up, I'm not intending to pull any stupid stunts.
There's a very simple reason why they've never been fused together in a Super Robot Wars game. There's not... The original Macross and Do You Remember Love hasn't been in a Super Robot Wars game since Zero came out. I'm fairly certain.
Well, you can look that up. And after all, no one wants to see your beautiful wife Mel become a widow here. Let's just go ahead and leave that at that for now. After all, we won't know what's really going on until we get to the scene. You're just trying to delay our problems? That's not what I mean here. But if we've got the time to keep on putting forth pointless theories like this, we should hurry off to the zone as quick as we can. Are you worried about what's happening with Cathalon's Central Asian bases? So you wound up investigating me? Stop it, Mikhail Blan. At this point in time, he's a member of Celestial Being. It isn't as if I was saying he's a spy for Cathalon or something like that. It's fine, Michael. After all, I've felt since before that you didn't like me. If you're unsatisfied with something, just go ahead and say it. After all, once this operation starts, you might not get another chance to do so. Both of you, stop for now. Our main priority now is to prevent the zone from activating. What's wrong, Michelle? This isn't like you. You could be right. But even now I've got things I can't go back on. Michelle? For now we need to break through their surrounding units and approach the zone itself. Alright. Ready a squad for breaking through. Ready a breakthrough squad. Even if we wind up having to make a few sacrifices, we need to take the shortest possible course to the zone. Palace Islam Science wing. What's wrong, old lady? Even if he is a singularity, his biometric data is exactly the same as a normal person. Huh? Oh, come on! I worked so hard to get my hands on him, and it's absolutely the same as everyone? What are you talking about, working hard? You took an entire town hostage in order to try and drag me out here. To think that there'd be people who'd be willing to use such underhanded means. No matter what methods we have to use, we'll take on and complete any mission we receive. That's what Firebug is. On a side note, welcome back, Kay. Back to Orgus. I'm pretty surprised that Crow is able to remain as straight and happy as he is, despite being in a squadron like that. I'll just tell you this is the start, little singularity. After all, it's not as if I wanted to use such stupid and roundabout methods. See. Are you just saying that you didn't fall for his provocations? No. Oh, no. No, even better. You're just saying that you did that all because he didn't fall to your wiles? I heard that he was quite a womanizer, so I thought I'd easily be able to drag him along with me. Haha. I won't refute the fact that I love cute girls. In other words, the fact that you weren't able to have head on my radar is your fault. Do you want me to kill you? And with that, I think I've found out why Crow's so bad at dealing with women. Leave it at that for now, Marilyn. After all, it will take some time to fully investigate this man. You need to prepare for launch. See, His Highness is calling for you. All right. Farewell then, little singularity. Haha, if anyone's going to be taking their time investigating me, I'd like it if it was Margaret instead. Oh? She's ignoring me.
Well, the Nickik is boxy.
It's because you're calling out so casually like that, anyone would ignore you. Yeah, the Orgus units are not good.
It's not...
Even Kay probably had a feeling that he should ignore her. Probably. Because no matter how much a womanizer he may be...
Even he has limits.
Yes.
Although those limits seem to be paper thin.
Yeah. Alright, then I'll switch to a serious question. I'd heard that Eureka was captured and held on the ship. Is that true? I cannot answer that question. Alright. I think that's more than enough proof for me. You're showing an unusual interest in this Lady Margaret. Both in that girl and this man. No, they're just going to become fodder for my dimensional science experiments. Unfortunately... Yeah, I'm not exactly good at dealing with people like you who'll do anything for the sake of their goals. I wonder how long that insolent mouth of yours will be able to continue speaking. See. After all, once I'm able to come to grips with the core of what makes you so unique, I may be able to make even further discoveries.
Let's try that again.
And with time, that out in space should settle down as well. Wait a minute. Core of his existence? No. What were you saying? Tiny Naru Sanzai. Him and his opposite existence? Something like that. Are you talking about Orson?
Olsen.
Olsen, not Orson?
Yes, actually, in this case, it is Olsen.
Olsen, okay. I have no need to explain that to you. All you need to do is sit there and despair about the future that awaits you. She's targeting Uncle. Does that mean that he's here as well? If that's the case, I can't afford to stay here too much longer then, can I? But from the way they were acting before, it looks like the people on the ship are getting ready to sortie. If that's the case, the guards on us will lower their guard. That'll be our chance. Alright. Till that point in time, we'll just have to play along with them. Just you watch, little old witch and cat and kitten. No, little old witch and monster cat. I'll make you regret the fact that you looked down on me. Palace and Slum, special holding room. It's almost time for me to launch. I know that I'm not able to contribute anything to fight, but even so, Ambrone wants me to go out there. Please, don't get so angry. After all, even I know. As the prince, it's my job to raise everyone's spirits and morale. I just want to say it here. For you, at least. Your Highness! Lady Marilyn? Don't be so worried. Don't look so shocked. After all, the fact that you're so shocked shocks me as well. Did you hear that? Hear what, exactly? That's fine then. Alright, let's make preparations to launch. This prince really is worthless. It's because that old lady has to hustle a lot, doesn't she? Really has to get everything into place. Broken through. Looks like the Ikaruga and the tower have been able to draw off the enemy forces. Let's see, at a distance of 120 dead ahead, we've confirmed the zone. There don't appear to be any enemies in the area. The Brasta? Crow's out? This is Delta 1 to the Brasta. It's dangerous to move on your own. I'm just going out to scout whether the zone's free of enemies or not. If we don't know that, we won't be able to do anything. There's a dimensional shock occurring around the zone. Something's appearing. It's huge. So they have Dimensional Beast as the zone's defensive line? Start by taking him out. Unfortunately, this does not go so well. Oh yeah, we have to do that.
That's next chapter we determine it.
No, not that. So this is going to be an interesting first part of this stage.
What's going... Do we have to take down Crow?
No. So, that's part of the reason you have so few units. You have a set number... You have 3 units you have to use here. So this thing has a stupid tough barrier. But it has the main weakness of all barriers.
Barrier-pierced weapons?
No. When they're spread over a huge area. What? You've got to be kidding. Even the Brass's spigots couldn't damage it? Rapid retreat, Crow! Crow, it's pointless to attack that guy. Kane Athena? We were able to get away from its slum. We've got information on that Rook Adamon. All units, prepare to retreat! We'll temporarily leave the combat area and return with a new operation. Understood. Let's go, Athena. I'll follow you. Creaky noises. So there are 3 units we haven't used like at all that we're going to have to use here.
What?
Good luck. Macross Quarter, Hangar. Crow, what the hell do you think you were doing? Sorry I ran out ahead there. I'll go ahead and apologize. But isn't it weird that even the Brass's secret move couldn't do a thing to it? That dimensional beast of Rook-Adamon. Just like its name implies. It's the castle that's protecting that zone. Mr. K, you and Athena were captured by Salam? Unfortunately, as embarrassing as it is to admit it, Athena and I were just wandering the world as we pleased together, doing what we wanted. But we got captured by that woman who calls herself Marilyn Cat. It's that monster cat. Still working for him, huh? But even so, what sort of trick was that Rook-Adamon thing using to block the Prosta's attacks? It's a creature that winds up using the energy from the zone in order to strengthen its own barriers. It's completely impervious to any outside assault. In other words, it's got the same type of dimensional fault that the other dimensional beasts have, but on a way larger scale. After all, its source of power is the entire zone. So it's making direct use of the dimensional energy that it's protecting in order to defend it, huh? If that's the case, if we're able to check out that zone first... But the zone's also protected by the same thing as the dimensional beast. So is there nothing we can do? Is there no trick we've got? It's far too early to give up here, guys. Leaving aside the zone, we might be able to do something about that Rook-Adamon. Do you have some kind of a plan? Yes, thanks for that old lady investigating as much as you liked. I wound up stealing a bit of data from her. We don't know the full details of it, but it seems as though there are a couple of flaws in that dimensional beast's defenses. We've gone ahead and handed the data over to Zero. With this, we might be able to find a way of dealing damage to it. We might be able to... It isn't, we might be able to find one. We will find one. And I am the man who will make that possible. I've been waiting for you, boss. With the way you're talking there, it sounds like you found something. Okay, Athena. Thanks to the data that you were able to bring back, I was able to find that Rook-Adamon's weak point. But even so, it won't be easy to win this. What is it, Miss Sumeragi? Alright, I'll cut straight to the chase and tell you what we know. Despite the incredible power of that Rook-Adamon's barrier, it has a couple of points in which it is an incomplete defense. After all, it's got an enormous body. Those points are likely the ones where the energy is gathered and connected. Almost like an Achilles heel, Alright. So all of us just need to go out there and push that stuff down, right? The size of those connecting points is roughly 20 centimeters square. Huh? But something that small? Even if it's see, as we said, it's not completely impossible. See, no. Thanks to that, it's not. Thanks to those weaknesses, if they're targeted, it should be able to actually deal damage to it. If we're able to attack those spots with pinpoint precision, we should be able to temporarily break through its barrier and weaken it to the point where we can deal damage normally. So what sort of methods have you got in mind? To begin with, we'll need to get snipers into the designated positions.
So I'm going to have to use Gain Bijo, I'm going to have to use Mikhail Blanc, and I'm going to have to... Yeah, I've not used any of them really, have I?
To begin with, we need to get our attacks out there. Just need to push forward. Then after that, we need to have people taking them out with precision. Let's see. Even though it's... So even with the barrier, we've got to punch through that tiny of an area? No matter how many regular attacks we launch, they'll just scatter off it. See? But it appears as though the energy is being fed from the zone Oh, it needs incredibly delicate calculations. If even a single attack is able to deal damage to it, it won't be able to erect a perfect defense again. Alright. So if we can take it out, that'll be our win. Gain? Alright. Wait. We'll need to gather all of Zexus' snipers. It's a bit sad that Miss Yoko isn't here, though. It's impossible for Terry to pull off that sort of pinpoint sniping yet. Don't worry, Gimme. After all, Gain and I will be more than enough. Are you leaving me out on purpose, Mikhail? This is a good opportunity, so let me tell you. I don't have any personal grudge against you. But I can't forgive the fact that you've taken on Lock-On's name. You... That man was the sort of person I aspired to be like. His form, his skills, they were an inspiration to us all. And I don't intend to accept someone like you, who took on his title just because you're his twin. Even so, I've been trying my best. I know that. Even I know that. So I don't care if you think of this as just a whim or folly of mine. I'm sorry. Forget what I said. Even so, people can't overcome their past that easily. Both you and Lock-On. But the more people we have out are able to attack, the better. So, Lock-On, why don't we have a little contest here? Contest? Mr. K? I'm sorry, Renton. I wasn't able to get a Rekka out of there. But it looks as though Margaret's in charge of taking care of her. Miss Margaret is? We don't know why Insulon wound up kidnapping Rekka. But since they've taken her, they don't appear to be playing rough with her. Sorry, Renton. That's all I was able to find out. Thanks a lot, Mr. K. Knowing that she's safe is more than enough. After all, Nearfosh and I will definitely save Rekka. How wonderful it is to see a kid in love. I'll help you out as much as I can, Renton. We'll definitely rescue her. Yeah. Chapter 30. Something like single point breakthrough. Breakthrough point is how Akurusu translates it. Lord Wayne, it appears as though Zexus has broken through the surrounding units and is aiming towards us. How unflappable they seem. Do they still not understand that this is impossible? Although that's not something I should say, seeing as we have to rely on these monsters. An overwhelming strength that no one can transcend. It's exactly as you said, Master. Zexus has arrived! Claim your battleship.
No contest.
And prepare to launch.
The Karga is worthless.
Of course not play Gunleon and
How would you
Gunleon.
not an auto-deploy?
Because he doesn't have stuff to do on the stage, it's after the stage. He's got stuff to do.
It just seems odd, you know?
Yeah. And besides, it's probably also because they have 3 other units out. They didn't want to have too many forced deploys.
Let's put both of them out.
Not going to relish your last chance with the Gunleon?
Yeah.
Alright, now...
hero needs Basara's songs,
Yeah.
I'd push him forward, because you know this, that everyone else is going to end up showing further up. So, everything seems to be going okay. But we'll just have to hope you can keep your fragile sniper team alive. Oh. And the Orcus. This doesn't have anything to do with the old lady's pet. I'll take them out myself. Alright, everyone. We're going over the plan once more. Let's see. In order to continue defending the target, the Rook admin will be unable to leave the current designated point. Our attackers, Gain, Michelle, and Lock-On, need to hurry to the designated areas. Once three of them are in position, with consecutive sniping, we'll be able to break through with the enemy's absolute defense wall and deal direct damage to the Rook admin. I'm counting on you, Gain. Alright. Once again, show me the way the Black Southern Cross does things. Once I've taken on a job, I'll be sure to carry it out. The two of you ready? Yeah. Ready at any time. Gain will take care of the first point. So after that, it'll be a race to see which of the other two of you can get there first, huh? Alright, everyone. Be sure to show us the skills of a top-class sniper. But is this really okay? For them to have a contest at a time like this? This is a fight where they've both bet their pride and put it on the line. No matter who winds up succeeding here, who winds up winning, I'm sure will succeed. After that, all we need to do is make sure the rest of them don't get in their way. We'll clean up the surrounding enemies. Shell, lock on. Leaving the rest to you. What's wrong, Miss Anu? To you. Mr. Lock-on. Even though his voice hasn't changed, he seems more fired up than usual. After all, this is a fight he's bet his brother's name on. Brother? If you want to know more, ask him when he gets back. Well, if it's you, he might wind up telling you. Lock-on Stratos. That's a dimensional beast? It's way larger than I'd seen before. According to Crow, that thing wound up growing in dimensional energy and utilizes it to attack. If the fold if the star's voice creates, we might be able to do something about it. It's got nothing to do with that. Sarah? No matter who my enemy is, I'll make sure they hear my song.
You might actually get kills this stage.
Saji Crossroad. I'm fine, Setsuna. Luis. If I said I wasn't worried about her, I'd be lying. And I can't forgive Celestial Being for what they wound up doing to her. But there are things that need to be done now. I'll do everything I can to protect this world, too. I'll take care of the fighting. You just need to focus on maintaining the twin drive. You shouldn't fight. For the sake of the time when everything becomes peaceful once more. Thanks, Setsuna. Come at me, Zexus. I shall put my pride on the line and put an end to you. Wayne Riptail, huh? Calm down, Crow. Don't get swallowed by your sphere. Haha, that isn't like you, Crow. Oh, after all, scoring the snipers is an easy mission, right? I guess that's right. Let's see. There's no need to get serious against crazy guys like that. How dare you say that? You're just a small fry who couldn't even manage a single D-extractor. Our main goal right now is to take care of that giant guy and destroy the zone. Wayne, I'll deal with you after. Time limit is 5 minutes. If Gain isn't able to get... Again, the others aren't able to get to the point by that point in time, the operation will be a failure. All units, commence attack. Within 5 minutes, The snipers to their position and launch an offensive. So,
Cool.
within 5 turns, gain, Michelle, and lock onto the designated points. And yeah, that's it.
What's the
Don't
SR?
let gain, Michelle, lock on, or crow die. SR point is within 3 turns, destroy all enemies other than the Rook Adamon and fulfill the victory condition.
Okay.
So within 3 turns, kill everything else, and then get the 3 snipers to their positions.
Yeah, I guess I'll do it here. Forgot to position the Aquarian correctly.
Keep singing, Basara. Your songs give everyone strength.
Although not as much as I want.
Well, it is what it is.
8.
It's not perfect. So, you have...
The power of K.
I was going to ask if you want to know what his attacks are there. He has Tackle... Yeah, Dimensional Beasts are tough. Tackle, Missile, Missile Gun, Device Combination, and All-Out Attack.
I think this one may be new.
Yeah, it should be him and the Nikik together.
Oh, right, because Nick isn't in this one.
Yeah. Alright. I'll be sure to pay them back for their rough handling of me earlier. I'll just go ahead and... Folks, you may not think it, but I'm pretty pissed right now.
And of course, there's the Orgus combination he learns later.
Mm-hmm. There's the Nikik.
His
It
helmet.
feels so weird flying alongside my daughter.
Her name is a joke.
Okay.
Her mother's name is Tina.
And so she is Athena.
Atina.
Athena.
So it was designed as a bit of a joke.
Well, it's Japanese. Japanese loves having puns like that. Please note you have only 3 ammo for that attack.
Yeah, I just wanted to see what it looked like.
Very understandable. And now we have the Orgus theme playing.
Your favorite theme.
And by favorite, I mean you absolutely loathe it.
No, it's not one I absolutely loathe. It's not a good one, but it's not an absolute travesty and abomination either. Wing Zero.
Saber.
Wing Zero. It's a good unit. If you manage to land the kill, the Zed will get to go again.
Really? Oh, yeah, so well.
So yeah, go for it.
Very good. Jolly good.
You're already aced, but you can run along here and, you know, not Wave
Be
Rider
careful.
crash. Be careful.
No, there's a Dimensional Beast. And Dimensional Beasts find it easy to hit even new types. Oh! Not at this point in time.
New type level 5.
Still
No,
not
it's not
high
that they
enough.
find it easy to hit new types, it's they find it easy to hit even Chirico.
To be fair, Jericho isn't that hard to hit. Until he's in abnormal survivor state. At which point he is basically untouchable. Which is also his nickname.
The Untouchable?
The Untouchable. No. Apparently as of Paleson Files.
Hmm.
That's
Nope.
at least what his group name is listed as. The Untouchable. The group containing precisely Chirico.
I need to start having you guys.
You might want to check skills, because just think about being careful.
I am careful.
Brother, your name really might have been far too heavy for me to take on. But even so, I'll do it. I'm not here just to take on your position. But I can't afford to let those Ron-Naylaws Insulam do as they like with this world. As the nice, happy theme is playing, I'm supposed to be the first one launching an attack here. If I could take it out, nothing will happen. I've got to make sure I don't lose either of those two. I think they retreat once they get to the designated position, but I could be wrong. So be careful.
So I could go up towards them in case one of them gets injured.
And do remember, at the same time, you have one target that is further to the right.
Yeah. There's one here, one there, and one over there.
Mm-hmm. And you have the Sapphire to deal with. I would think you would want to buff Michelle, given how fragile he probably is.
Nah.
Very long range.
This is actually kind of ridiculous.
Because who on earth is going to, you know, fully upgrade the tower on their first playthrough? Unless you know it's actually worthwhile to upgrade it for what it becomes. And then I guess it's actually okay, despite its lack of pilots.
It's got good attacks.
But
Sorry
doesn't
for all our
have good
hand waving.
sub-pilots.
There's a small insect somewhere around here.
Always a pain. Good job, everyone.
Now just don't die.
Just fire the high energy beam rifle. Oh hey, fire everything.
What?
Michelle's trying to support defend for him.
Why does Michelle have support defense?
No clue. Hey, why don't you just give up already?
That's weird, right?
Yeah. At least it seems weird to me. Support attack, yes, but support defend? It's not
No,
so
actually,
weird.
support defense does make sense.
Okay.
Think about Mikhail. Not. He's Valkyrie, but Mikhail. I am certain it's because of that.
It's not easy being a hero. Sure it isn't, Kay. But you, sir, are no hero. You just use the Hyper Beam Saber.
Sure, why not?
You're chewing through a lot of energy here very quickly. That is why not, but...
I don't actually have a resupplier on the field.
And you've done it again.
Yeah, that was intentional though.
Missiles.
That one was actually intentional. Because I was trying to get rid of that.
Micro missiles. Micro missiles are always fun to see. Cut down. Please note there are battleships out there as well. Dodge.
No.
Or defend.
No.
No. That's the one you cannot injure.
Oh.
Yes. That is the boss. That is the Rokado one. The one that your attacks have no effect on. That's why I was warning you. And look, it's got bit-type weaponry. Is it a new type? Maybe.
I'm gonna go with no.
But can you be certain that it isn't the soul of some new type fused with his machine?
Yes, because that's called the Phoenix.
How about it isn't some poor new type that got attacked by? Gaio. Guys, can you really put that past him?
Yeah. Seed mode active.
Looks like just barely not enough.
Nope. Could accelerate.
Rocket punch.
But I need to deal damage first. And now.
And he's got SP regen, so it'll be fine.
Just for the heck of it, why not?
Try again, Dimensional Beast. I'm sure you can do it. Even you'll hear my songs. So everyone heads off. Start singing at monsters. Oh, Basara.
The three very different Valkyries. VF
They reflect their owners.
VF 19 Excalibur. VF 17 Nightmare.
6,000 damage.
And VF
And
11
will down.
Maxi, I believe.
I wouldn't send him that far.
Does the barrier work against songs?
You won't take. He will not take damage, I don't think. But you'll be able to lower
I
his
have
will
to
if you
say-
want to.
It's a barrier.
Yes, but at the same time, this is a scripted thing that you cannot damage him.
I know, I just want to see if this actually will do anything.
Tatsugeki Love Heart. See?
No damage. No effect either, looks like.
Yep, didn't even do the will down.
But it was worth trying.
That's one way to think about it.
Look how much my song energy climbed. It went up by 6,000. Because single target versions give you a lot more will than...
So your
Multi-target.
biggest problem at the moment seems to be the Saphirter. Or whatever you want to call that unit.
What's your will at? Not high enough yet.
So, let's see. You have a number of enemies. How many? You have a battleship,
3.
3 knights,
I've got 7 enemies left.
2-dimensional beasts. Could be better, could be worse.
Alright, don't kill, don't kill, don't kill. Perfect.
Just you watch, Slocon. I feel sorry for your younger brother, but I'll be the one to win this fight. Watch. I'll transcend your skills. Shelblan.
Let's see. Could I get...
Remember, you want to kill everyone before you get to the points.
I know.
I don't know you'll be able to do it now. How far is lock-on's range? 6.
Nope.
So you've failed the SR point.
Yep.
Unless check game.
Yeah, no.
Brilliant!
I don't care about SR points. I wasn't actually trying for the SR point stage at all. Because it's pointless.
Macross Zero has only been in a single... Macross Zero has never been in a Super Robot Wars. Is that true?
Yeah, I wouldn't expect it to be in any.
The whole thing about the bird human not fitting in well?
No. It's the time it was made. It's from 2006? It's from only a bit before Frontier. To my memory.
Which is why, of course, they made sure to include it in Frontier. 2000 to 2000...
2002 to 2004.
Yep. It's understandable.
It's also,
Zero Online.
what's the term? Its main character is also one of the problems.
Not a good protagonist?
No, the fact that he doesn't even start with the Valkyrie. If you want to start it at the beginning of it, you'd have to have him in a fighter plane.
Okay. Well, how's that any different from the Bronco 2 that Kay starts in Super Robot Wars Z? I mean, that's basically just a fighter plane with legs.
Your answer is, it doesn't even have legs. Or special weapons. It's just a fighter jet.
Yes, the legs are very pointless on what Kay has. They're just, there.
I mean, SR points are actually kind of pointless in this game. They're more useful than in Z2, but...
This is a variable fighter... Protagonist Zero uses a variable fighter missing an arm in his first fight, huh?
Does he? I could have sworn he had an actual just plane.
Not gonna let Kane just get to his position?
No.
There's nothing I can do. I've got to eject! You could have just put him in his spot. But...
So the question now is... Do I keep going, or do I restart from the save?
Just keep going, because otherwise...
We're not doing another stage today.
No, my point is more that you'd have to go through a lot more dialogue. Again.
Yeah, fine.
And as you said, you don't care about the SR points. Hi, Claire.
Also, let's rethink units, because most of these units were absolutely worthless.
So,
No. I don't want either of these.
so the protagonist of Zero starts off in a plane, and then a variable fighter crashes, and he uses that. Okay.
'Cause I don't think anyone had...
Cat?
No one had variable fighters at that point.
My cat here is very insistent on sitting...
On my lap.
Why? You
Go
let
ahead and
me.
let her. You can go ahead and let her.
Calm down,
Let's,
kitty.
Get her.
Calm, cat.
Oh, it's because I'm not keeping Chirico in. Because Chirico right now is
not the most helpful.
Stay calm.
Screw it, gambling.
Oh, hi, Coney.
Alright, so cards that need to be in.
Alright, so things are getting better. Yes. Again, apologies in advance if today's quality isn't the greatest, as we're all still a bit on edge from yesterday, I'd think.
I don't think on edge is the right term.
A bit off.
Out of it. Yeah, I'm kind of out of it.
Careful,
Where?
kitty.
You can go ahead and sit in my lap.
Yes, destroids were around. I like destroids. After all, their name is exactly what they are.
Soon to be destroyed?
Yes, destroids are known for being the epitome of quality.
No, the Kadig monster was decent, right?
That's because it's not destroyed. It's descended from destroids. But it itself is not. Well, at least I keep the kills here.
Mm-hmm.
Which isn't actually that much, but... It
is, however, a non-zero number for many people. Gatling gun bod. We probably aren't going to see you too much. So enjoy your time in the limelight, Gamlin.
I mean, we'll probably see him at least a bit, depending on the route we take.
And there's the scene where you get dynamite explosion as well.
He gets a different map attack compared to the other.
He doesn't get a map attack.
He doesn't?
No.
Really?
Yeah.
The anti-battleship reactionary weapon isn't a map attack?
If I remember correctly, when he gets reactionary weaponry, it's just reactionary weaponry like the Frontier people get. Thing is that the Frontier people will also get the Micro-Dimension Eater bombs, developed by Luca. And so those count as a map
Who
attack.
let him anywhere near them?
I think the answer to that question would be
The head.
Grace O'Connor.
Grace O'Connor or that guy. You know, the guy.
Leon Mishima or
Yeah, Leon Mishima. I was blanking on his name.
Mr. Burler.
Specifically Leon Mishima.
Well, Leon Mishima wanted whatever weapons he could get for his hostile takeover.
Oh, come on. Take over for a moment. Okay, no, I'm fine. My
On a
phone's
similar-
just been going off frequently, and it's all of them unrelated.
On a similar note, thinking about Leon Mishima, does anyone else find it so strange that Tomokazu Sugita has so few roles in mech series?
But he's got the most important role in a mech series that we'll be seeing eventually.
The only two roles I know of that Tomokazu Sugita has in mech series are he is Leon Mishima in Frontier, and he is Chamber, the mech from Gargantia, which shows up in Z3 too, so...
But yeah, outside of that, no.
You'd think there'd be something. But no, there is not. Ah, that's where I'd put my phone.
What do you think on Zaku's?
I'm not personally a huge fan of Mono Eyes, but... I mean, they're decent.
Gotta love that you just call them Mono Eyes. You a Fetty then?
I'm definitely not... How about this way? I think that Char Aznavour in Charge Counterattack may have been right. What he was doing, the way he was going about it, was wrong, certainly. But I do feel that I can agree with some of Char's views on the matter. Because, despite the fact that Xeon may have been completely screwed up, especially because they got basically taken over by Space Hitler.
More than taken over by Space Hitler. That's even acknowledged.
Yes.
Someone tells him he's literally Hitler
Yeah.
in series, implying that Hitler did in fact exist in the UC timeline.
Yep. Although that could just be early installment weirdness kicking in again. Pay no heed to that. But yes. Yes, that's, the real problem with Gundam. It's that really neither the Federation nor Zeon or Zaft or whoever it is, neither of them are necessarily the good guys.
And that's the good thing about Gundam. They're all that way.
Mm-hmm.
They're all showing war is hell. And no, there is no right side.
Although there are clearly wrong sides,
Yes,
like the Titans.
some sides are more wrong than others.
But
The
yes.
Titans may be the only... No, I can't flat out say that the Titans are the only wrong side. Because the Titans are not.
Entirely wrong. It's just 98% of the Titans.
Just everyone with any of actual power in the Titans.
And Jared Mesa.
More Yazan Gable than Jared Mesa, but still.
Yasun Gable. Considered one of the best pilots in all of Gundam.
But
For
how do you
one-
pair that with Patrick Colasor? I mean...
For one very simple reason. He's the only person... He's one of two people who's destroyed a Gundam not in a unique unit. And he's the only person who destroyed a Gundam in a mass-produced unit.
And there's the fact that he's not a new type, I don't think.
No, he isn't. He's just a dude.
Just an average dude.
The other person who gets that honor is Bernie.
For taking out the Alex.
Yep. He did die in the process, from my memory, but he did it.
It's not easy to destroy a Gundam. But if you can do it, good for you. All I will say is, but Patrick Colasor. I mean, think of how many times he survives dealing with Gundams.
That doesn't mean he's a great pilot. He may have been the ace. You're dead.
Not
No.
quite. Ooh.
Oh my.
Less than 100th HP left.
That was...
Probably a bit more, but not much. Very low. For very little damage.
But it's damage. Wow, that was...
Yeah.
worse than expected. Let's, I know you've got Excel.
Yeah.
Let's Excel you on over to Sayaka.
So, on a mostly unrelated note there, for anyone who is interested, the latest Gundam series kicked off today.
Build
Gundam
Divers.
Build Divers Re-Rise.
It's better than Build Divers.
Yes. We watched the first 2 episodes as they're up, and it seems okay.
It seems better than Build Divers and better than Build Fighters Try. Jury's out on whether it's better than Build Fighters. I find it unlikely.
But it's at least making an effort.
I need to actually get you to watch Build Fighters.
I've watched some of it.
But you have not seen any of the glorious fights. The Ricardo Felipe fight is one of the greatest fights in Gundam, in my opinion.
I have heard much about it.
Because, like all the greatest fights in Gundam, it devolves into a fist fight at the end.
Half of the reason I'm bringing this up, other than, of course, the fact that Gundam just in general, is because Patrick Colasor. We can confirm that at least in episode 1,
No,
you
in
can
episode
play
2
the
as
game.
well.
I did not see him there.
I did not see him, but I saw a screen cap that showed he shows up.
So, just like with Build Divers, the original, you can play the game of Where's Patrick Colasor?
Find the Patrick Colasor.
Your Shin Getter's running kind of low on energy.
Yes, it is.
And remember, Wave Rider mode is a thing.
And I need to check something.
Nope.
Why?
Because they didn't want it being too overpowered. My guess is
Why?
people abused it too much in A.
But that's what made it amazing in A.
Yes, that's the point. People used it and abused it.
Oh. Gurren Lagann.
However, Zeta's still Zeta. Zeta is, good. It's the stupid fishbone ship, isn't it?
It is.
I don't know what other people think of it as, but every time I see that, I just think of it as being a fishbone design. If anyone else has any opinions on what that design might be.
level 4.
Wow.
Alright. I can't do that.
135 will required.
I can double 3D Mugen Punch, though.
Mm-hmm. Alright. How much damage will this deal? Hopefully a good amount.
What's wrong with his face?
No clue.
That's not just me, right?
I wasn't paying that close attention, so I can't say, but... And whose face?
Sirius's face.
He was smiling?
No, more than smiling. The face was... You'll see it again in a moment. Looks fine until there.
Yeah, something does look not quite right. The question is, though, is that a screw-up on the Super Robot Wars team's part?
Or part of the actual attack.
Or was it a screw-up on the art team of the...
They are
Pirate
known to
series?
highly faithfully reproduce things. A bit too faithfully occasionally.
Dan Cougar.
No, that's not...
Dan Cougar Nova.
No, I wouldn't say that's too faithfully.
It
Highly
looks like it's been ripped straight from the show.
That means they did it incredibly faithfully. But they didn't, But they didn't have the animation fails of, say, Zabungle.
That's just because the bungle is a mess. A total mess of a show. Well done, Basara.
No dialogue. I casted focus.
Even so.
I primarily just want to give him another target. I want him to have a different target to attack, so that he doesn't necessarily kill anyone.
Yes, something like that will not work. Sadly.
But should serve to annoy him.
Oh yeah, he's probably quite upset that there's someone just going out there singing at him.
Alright.
Oh, Yama does indeed have Accelerate, so you can get over there and not buff him because you don't have the skill.
But I can buff him next turn. Now here's dialogue.
Crowbroost, in order to show off my strength, I shall take you out! I don't like being trampled on by other people. After all, I'm one of taking over my father's debt. I'm fed up with that. As if I'd know about your circumstances. In that case, I'm exactly the same. Like hell I know what's going on with you.
Rook class Adamon.
Rook.
Okay. The reason why I say this is just because there's another group of villains that's classified with that.
What?
Vadra. You know what their types are, right?
Yeah. Rook, bishop, pawn, etc. This one in particular is a rook Adamon.
The beautiful thing about it is you've got rook, bishop, pawn, knight, hunter.
Yeah. Well, they already had a queen and they didn't want to go for king, so...
Hunter's just the outlier. Alright.
I was gonna say, how far can the 0 get? Thinking about a 0 buster spin.
You're right, that is a thing. I forgot because I haven't,
Yeah, you could have gotten to a very good spot. You need one more will.
Yeah, it's only him. That's with Excel. Alright, so... First things first, let's go ahead and... Good enough.
No point in the buster spin now, sadly, but
There was never a point in the Buster spin.
they were grouped perfectly for a spinning buster rifle to take them out.
Zero system online.
Important point to make. Once hero becomes an ace, Zero System will activate at 110 will or less. No, 110 will or more.
If it activated less, that'd be a problem.
Yeah, 110 will or more, so that is very good. And it still keeps the same levels of increase.
Not quite good enough. No, it doesn't keep the same levels of increase. It gets better.
Yes, the point is the levels remain the same, so the buffs you'd have at 5 will above 130, or 135 will be the buffs you get at 115 will instead.
Yes. Which is
So
why
the buffs you have at 135 will be far higher. This is the reason we've made sure that Hero Yui has...
full upgrade.
Would we use Nui nor Hild if they could use the wing?
Well, I'd probably actually stuff Duo in it before that, but...
But the problem is, of course, that Hero's the only one you want in the wing, because he's the guy who upgrades the Zero System as his ace bonus.
No, he means the regular wing.
Oh, the regular wing?
The original wing, I would...
Wind up throwing him into it, quite frankly. Because Duo's got a nice ace bonus.
But the Death Scythe custom is better than the wing in this. Yes, just watch Lock On. Feel sorry for your brother, but I'll be the one to win this. And then I'll show you that after it's set it even your skills.
No, it's not the custom, because it's just the
Just the Death
Death
Scythe
Scythe
Hell.
Hell. Death Scythe
His
Hell
custom is Endless
Waltz.
Waltz.
Because they don't have the mechanics working on them anymore.
Yeah, because, they were going to go shoot them all into the sun, or whatever.
They were going to fly them into the sun. And they would have. I think Watcher was going to die. Since he was on the ship.
I thought it was just an unmanned thing they sent, but... Missile? Show off.
Missile.
The greatest of attack. Not missiles, just missile.
Is there anything on the Orcus that isn't missiles?
There's gotta be some
Fuel?
electronics in there.
The legs are hollow to store more missiles.
I was going to say, though, that when it comes to fuel,
See, look.
a limb filled with fuel is only a rocket you haven't ignited yet. That's probably the way to think about it.
Sadly, they did not give you the wing back in this. There are a lot more in Z3 units that you actually get to keep.
Yeah. In Z3-1, at least, there are a lot of units I have that I just don't have anyone in. They give you a lot more of the units. They're like, oh, you want to buy this? Or you want to trade people down into it? I have an entire fleet of unused Universal Century units. I've got, let's see, 2 spare Regises. I've got a spare Nemo or something like that. Or 2.
Is that Awaken?
Yes.
Nice.
I've got a Dragu I picked up as a secret. I've just got a bunch of stuff I do not use from the Universal Century. As just extra units I acquired. Is it perfect? No. But it gives me, incentive to keep swapping people around. Also, as an unrelated side note for Z3, as I've been playing through it, I wound up swapping Char into the Kshatriya out of the Sazabi.
Because Sabi is, sadly, not the greatest.
The Sazabi is okay, but the problem with the Sazabi is, a hero unit. It's a protagonist's unit, and therefore it is totally ill-suited to the combo system of being stuck with someone else. And so I put Char in the Kshatriya, which is very good at being a support unit, so that he could be partnered with a Muro. I just had a feeling that was the way to go. Does Emma start in anything interesting?
It's a Regis, isn't it?
Not that Emma starts in.
I thought all of them just started in a Regis.
No. There's only one Regis at the start. So, let me go ahead and quickly check here. It should be junk. No. So, yeah, what you start with when it comes to the Universal Century guys, Fa starts in the Methus because, of course. Camille and Ensign Riddy both start in Rizels, which are one of the best mass production ace units. Although I still think the Jesta is far better. Rizels are, pretty good though. Emma starts in the Mark II, and then you have Cats in a Jegan. You also get Hathaway in a Jegan later on. I don't like the color of Jegans.
And you need
their design isn't bad, but the color is.
And you need to let Hathaway live, so that you can save. What's her name?
Cass.
I do not like Cass. However, any future that does not lead to
Hathaway's Flash
is good.
But it means the she doesn't get to appear.
Yes, but it also means Bright Noah doesn't have to execute his own son.
Yes, I know. So, good bits, bad bits. Especially since, judging by Z3 Tengoku, saving Kes is canon. As is getting for the Bjarlant custom. And a couple of other secrets. Although sadly, saving Daggerza is not canon. That one saddens me.
Accident. Oh yeah, it didn't kill, just barely. And
sadly, no. All that happens with Kes is, she's just Kes in her Gyaradoga? think it should be Gyaradoga.
No, Jagged.
Jagdoga?
Yeah.
Hmm.
She and Gune pilot Jagds.
And then the Alpha... And I believe the Alpha Aziero is only available as a secret unit in Z3 Tengoku, rather than Jigoku.
Actually, see.
To think that I'd be taken out this easily? There's nothing all I can do. Alright.
And
Yay.
now all that needs to be done is...
Get the snipers to their points.
One more turn. Oh wait, I need to destroy this thing as well, don't I?
That's not the victory condition. That kicks off the next part of the stage.
Sure, let's leave most people around.
No, you want to get him moving because you're going to have to take out the Rookadamon. It's going to have a ton of HP.
I forgot to resupply the Shin Getter.
For now, just have, whoever can get to their points, get to them.
That would be everyone's save.
This is Gain. I've reached the designated point. Alright, making preparations for sniping. Leave the surrounding enemies to you. This is Skull 2. I've arrived at the point. Entering preparation phase. Don't let any enemies approach.
Back in.
Targeting the Destiny. So. Luck.
Luck.
Luck be what he has. Alright, Caradum. This is Lock On! I've reached the goal. All that's left is to take him down. Counting on you guys to watch over everything else. Alright, we'll do this with a single shot. Michelle, Lock On, you ready? Let's go, Gain. I don't intend to lose. No matter what happens here, I've got no grudges. Let's go! And now... You're in my sights. I won't miss! The Rookadamon doesn't appear to have taken any damage. But we hit the target point. Now, Shell, Lock On! Lock On. Brother. And now.
Zairu. Did they turn that into anything ever? Oh yeah, there are a bunch of them.
Damage dealt. A tenth of its HP. Support fire. Have to do a little spin there because tornado pack. Sniper rifle opens. Be a good kid and don't move. Go. Straight through for another tenth of its health. You confirmed the bullets hit the Rookadamon. At the same time, it looks as if its special bear has disappeared. Huh, so we did it? That's incredible, everyone. It's my loss, Lock On. It was pretty good, wasn't it, Michelle? At least in a battle of sniping. Yes. Alright. Just try and keep it together, you two. Alright. You really are fitting of that title, aren't you? Lock On Stratos. Shell. Alright. It We'll just keep on going on like this and blow it off. Sniper's the sort of person who finish everything with a single bullet. It's an obvious result. Even if I don't know what the hell's going on in this world, looks like it's settled for now. Shell, Lyle Delandy. Both of them were led by Lock-on Stratos. I'm sure they'll be able to take on his will. And I'm the same. It's too early to be happy, guys. Enemy reinforcements are arriving.
All around. Wow. Oh, there's Esther.
Yep. Crow, look at that. A white diamond class? It's Esther. Just wait, Esther. Zexus! Allow me to praise you for the fact that you were able to wound my trump card, the Rook Adamon. That's the Prince of Insalam. Uther Insalam. But even so, if you think that you've taken Islam down with just that, you're completely wrong. That was but a fragment of our power. Zexus, hurry up and surrender. If you don't, you're just gonna ruin this world too. That's exactly right. So it really is like Kevin McLaren said. So you've shown your true colors, Uther and Salam. Kevin McLaren? Please, fall back, Your Highness. Leave command to me. I can't afford to do that, Margaret. I am the prince. But I have to try my best here. For both the Archsabers and for the sake of my civilians. And in Salam itself as well. All units, commence attack! No, all units, prepare yourselves. The enemy is going to be targeting us. Before we can destroy the zone, we need to take out their reinforcements. Saragi, what do we do about Esther? Leave that to me. Have you thought of something, Crow? After all, I'm not a dimensional beast buster just for show here. I'm counting on everyone else to take care of that useless prince. All units, leave Esther to Crow. If we don't stop this zone, this entire area will die off. Don't forget that. Now, let's go, Esther. Don't let Crow die. Destroy all enemies.
Alright.
So,
remaining.
Yeah.
That one's new.
It's the green ones. The scary green ones.
What did you say?
And you have the Rook Adamon.
Just get rid of everything?
Yes. Annihilate all enemies. And don't let Crow die.
You want there.
So Esther should be basically just a regular demon class. Relatively small fry. So she shouldn't be too much of a problem to deal with. I'm not sure, but taking her out might cause the prince to retreat. Fire everything, Gemlin. Let's go, 7th Moon. What all have you even got, Gemlin? Those are some very boxy missiles.
Yeah, they look right.
So Macross 7 had incredibly boxy missiles?
Yeah. That could be an animation thing. I think it was just a design choice, though.
Okay. Complete whiff. Your attacks only follow a single pattern. There's no way something like that would hit, right? Keep on going with just the single trick time and again and again and again.
He's an ace pilot after all.
Theoretically.
No, he is an ace pilot. There's no theoretically about it.
I'm gonna put him next to the... the Black Southern Cross
I
assisting?
was gonna say, who's...
The answer is Gain.
So, the next route split is in 2 chapters. It's Dark Continent or Space.
Allow me. So, there are 2 important things to note.
Is it the... Make Setsuna not be a murderer?
So, on the next route split, if we go to the Dark Continent, there's a secret we could get, but that we've already failed.
There's
In order to
another
get-
secret we can get as well.
In order to get the Danube Alpha, you need to have gone to help Tetsujin back at the start of the game when we had the 4-way route split. There's also, I think, something in there. There may or may not be something in there about getting a Mark of the Brave.
There is.
I think that may be later. Or we can go out to space and see what's happening with the Gundams and the like.
And make Setsuna not murder a new returner.
Yes, and that is a secret where we get to keep a new returner as a subpilot of the Ptolemaeus and have Setsuna not be a murderer.
It's more for the second half rather than the first half. Because as you can tell, the Ptolemaeus is terrible. It'll get Trans Am, which will make it slightly better.
So in addition, there are a couple of units you pick up on each route. If we go to the Dark Continent, we will pick up Black Ox again. The screechy little 3-year-old black robot from Tetsujin. Tetsujin will get a new attack. We'll get the Black Getter with Roma, a couple of stages early. We get the final Dan Cougar and Dan Cougar Nova Max God. And that's about it. If we go to space, the 00 Razor gets its Trans Am Razor Sword. The Caradum Gundam, Cerevi Gundam, and Arios Gundams all get GN Heavy Weapon attacks. We get the new Gundam. The Arios Gundam gains the GN Archer combination attack. And the Turn A gets the Moonlight Butterfly. I actually really loved that stage. Stage 33 on the space route, Scattered Light, is a really good one for acing people. Because pretty much the entire point of the stage is, oh crap, the orbital elevator slash solar power station is collapsing and crumbling. So our job here is to save as many people as possible by shooting down all the fragments of debris that are plummeting towards the ground. And so what you are doing there is you are just sitting there on the map trying to blast all the falling debris. It cannot attack. You just have to keep on firing and take out like 100 pieces of debris as they're plummeting towards the bottom of the map. Is it crazy? Yes. It also has a bunch of extra NPCs come in to assist you. Like Sergei Smirnov and Miliardo Peacecraft in the Epion. So, it's a fun stage.
However, before that, we have to determine what Crow's going to be.
Yep. We did it! That's the end of that immortal dimensional beast. Anything with a form will eventually crumble. Immortal or invincible is nothing more than an illusion. What are you saying, Big Bro Julie? After all, we're invincible because we took it down, right? Exactly right, Cape and Wata. Let's keep on going like that.
Well, I'll definitely be using the 00's Razor Sword. The Turn A will actually get some use once it has the Moonlight Butterfly. I'll probably wind up swapping Lieutenant Quattro into it.
So basically, there are 2 things on the Earth route we're likely to use. The Black Getter and the Dan Cougar Nova. / Final Dan Cougar, maybe. So that's 2 units will use 1 upgrade. On the space route, 00 Razor is definitely going to see use. New is, of course, well, it's the new Gundam. It's going to be used all the time. Then there's the turn A's Moonlight Butterfly, which is very, very nice. And we get Quattro before the end, so...
Alright, goodbye. Sorry, Gamlin, you're in the way. Yeah, Gamlin's gonna die.
We apologize.
If you're a true ace pilot, you can evade even with a 100% chance of getting hit.
Farewell, Gamlin.
That's how it works, right?
Or something.
Actually, it may not kill him. It'll probably kill him. Yeah.
Yep, you got a critical on him. This is Gamlin...
Kizaki.
This is Gamlin Kisaki. Retreating! Leave the rest to you!
If it goes on the field, I don't have to worry about, money.
Costs.
Yeah,
Yep.
you're very normal.
Very normal, very weak.
Alright, Crow, you're the only appropriate person to do this.
Esther. I'm sorry.
The Black Getter will probably at least get one stage of use. I don't know how good it is, really.
At the very least, the spike blades are fun. I use the Black Getter a lot more in Z3 because you get it a lot earlier in Z3.
Which is the way it should be, honestly.
Yeah. But at least they made note of that and made sure to actually make use of it in Z3. Goodbye. Miss Esther! Just wait, Esther. I'll put you to rest now. Put her to rest? Don't tell me you. That's all we can do. So here, that's my job. Crow. I'm sorry, Esther. I'll definitely take responsibility for this someday. If you want to hit me, then go right ahead. Let's go. Stop it, Crow! Get out of my way, Margaret. This isn't your time to show up. That dimensional beast may still have some traces of human will left. Quit trying to relieve your sins. Or are you trying to shake me with that? No. That dimensional beast is just like Shane. Just like the rhino demon you were chasing. Moby Dick. Every so often, he looked and acted as though he understood what I was talking about, even though I wasn't able to do anything about it. But Lady Ambrone's artificial revive cells weren't perfect yet. No. But Lady Ambrone's artificial revive cells aren't perfect yet. You might still be able to turn her back into a human. But... Crowbroost. What that woman says is true. C2? That time, the fact that Magios worked on her means that some part of her human brain was remaining. There might still be hope left. Esther, you really did become a dimensional beast. Stop, Esther! She stopped moving? Look, Crowbroost. Esther still has a human will remaining. Esther. Esther! Mr. Crow! Miss Esther hasn't completely become a dimensional beast yet. I'm sure there's gotta be some way, just like Margaret said. And so, please don't give up. That's right. Margaret, you have my thanks. With this, I've repaid the debt I have to you from the previous time. With this, I have no regrets left. I shall fight you head on as a knight should. Understood. I'll gladly take you on, Arcsaber. So Esther's not fully a dimensional beast. At least probably.
It's like being mostly dead.
Yes. It's not, a good thing, but it's not theoretically the worst thing that could happen.
Sure, get a kill. Because you'll be
Gunleon.
getting more use much later.
Once you come back. And so, for now, don't you lose, Gunleon. This giant wrench isn't just for show!
Does it have a V6 engine?
I don't know.
It looks like it has exhaust pipes in its torso.
It could easily. I'll turn you into scrap!
Okay, so it's just one of this type.
Yeah.
Nothing much to fear.
But it's got a map attack.
And that map attack's not that bad.
It's not good, but it's not the worst. A lot of dimensional beasts still over there.
But we've also got the greatest weapon against dimensional beasts over there.
Nekibasara?
Nekibasara.
Trotzam.
The slayer of, well, just about anything, actually. He defeated an entire Meltrandi fleet by singing. Despite the fact that he was told, "No, what are you doing, you utter idiot?"
Nekibasara will do as Nekibasara wishes.
He's a force of nature.
Yep. Sniper rifle, precision fire.
In case this survives this, I just want to see.
So we shall see. As the G Gladius attack commences. As all of his support units combine into one. Keep on rushing. Take this!
Nope, it said.
Yep. Well done, Soul Gravian.
I was gonna say, you don't even have this yet, do you?
Hmm?
In Z.
No. It takes a long time to get the Soul Gravian.
Right, because it's from Zwei. The soul is from Zwei, I believe.
Yes, what I have is the God Gravian.
God Gravian Sigma!
And Sandman. I think that Uther should stick around a bit longer this time.
I'm going to punch
Yeah,
him.
because he's actually going to attack.
I'm going to punch him.
I'm the Uther of Islam. Since I'm piloting the Sacred King's machine, I cannot afford to lose.
We'll actually get to see a bit of what one of his attacks looks like.
Yep. Should be the Sacred Blade Colbrant or something like that.
Mind you, I'm using the weakest attack against him because I don't want to run out of energy immediately.
I'll be fine. I'm not badly damaged. Arcsabers, follow me here. Crown lifts off. Tries to capture an enemy. Form.
That looked dangerous.
Well, I mean, he is one of the final bosses of the game. Even if right now he seems, quite...
Pathetic.
Yeah. They don't make someone like that the final boss of the game just as a joke.
No dialogue?
Nope. I mean, you might get some if you had Crow attack her. Are there no cats in this room?
Nope.
No, there's a Tagami over there in the corner.
Ah.
Device combination.
But he barely counts as a cat, doesn't he?
He seems to be more of a dog.
He's a seal.
Yes,
His
whatever
fur
you
even
say.
repels water like a seal.
Overfreeze bullet.
Yes, please, keep using overfreeze bullets.
Use your ammo-based attack. We can afford plenty of those.
Does it matter if he dies?
No.
Cool.
Because that's a tough one going for him. Keep on going, sets it up. I screwed up. Skull 2, retreating! I mean, he's carried out his job of sniping. Sacred Crown over attack.
Yeah, let's stand. Let's give it a chance to hit.
I swore to all my citizens that would bring about a new birth.
Well, we're 3/5 of the way through the game at this point.
Destroy my enemies.
Pretty much.
Well.
Yeah. These stages are long. Just looking at the time.
Yeah. Well, it's also especially because...
Hot blood?
Hot blood.
Hot blood.
I was going to say a better thing to do would be in the mode where you have a 2 range, go 1 left of Setsuna.
Oh, yeah, I see.
That way we can hit all of the most dangerous ones.
And hit Setsuna.
Mm-hmm. Setsuna gets a buff. And you even got a kill there.
Yep, that was intentional. Because I'm also planning on getting 2 more.
Try again.
I'm trying to get as many kills on him as I can.
You want Nekibasara to be ace, it's just that it's hard.
Really, the only way to ace him is to do what I'm doing currently.
Nah, it's really to go against the Vajra, but still.
No, I mean, just give him kills at every opportunity.
I still managed to pretty handily ace him.
Super heavy sword.
So, you still have Margaret. Margaret and King of Islam to deal with. They shouldn't be too crazy hard. Well, at least one
Well,
of
that
them
actually
shouldn't
was good
be.
enough.
Yeah, Aquarium's not looking too great.
I was gonna say I don't have any repair units, but I do have one.
Not that it can.
Alright.
Well, Apollo should have guts. Yeah,
He does.
Bottom there's instinct.
I don't think I need instinct. To beat the crap out of this guy.
You are at least hitting pretty hard. We've Rider crashed, not a high enough level.
Yep, I need new type level 6 for that, and he's
Going to
already
feed-
ahead of. He's already somewhat ahead in levels.
I was going to say, are you going to feed Camille a kill?
I might
hero.
work doing that. Yep.
Perfect. Also note the King of Islam still has 0 kills. Because that's the kind of guy he is.
Thankfully, that hits no one right next to it.
Mm-hmm. So this will hit.
Yes, it actually will hit.
So let's see. The Sacred Sword Colbrand.
Yeah, I think those are exhaust pipes. Yeah, definitely.
Probably.
Exhaust pipe abs.
It's such a funny design for an original unit.
It is very different from all the other original units I can think of. I'd say the other most different one is the Rosengriff. Losengriff? I've seen people debate its
The
title.
very boxy one from Ape.
The armored core looking one from A.
Even if I die, I have to at least protect this. Well, of course, I mean, that's the holy armor of the King of Insalam. You can't afford to let it go getting banged up and destroyed.
No, banged up is fine. Destroyed is not.
Ouch. Oh. That really doesn't look much like a sword, does it?
Looks like a dagger, really. At best, a dagger.
It's like a fan rather than a sword. One of those war fans you use for giving directions to your troops.
Same attack?
Yep. Remember, you've got hot blood on.
Yeah, that's why I'm attacking her rather than him. Yeah, that would have been fine.
Probably.
Wonder if Shin gets hot blood or soul.
I do not remember at this point in time.
I'm sure he gets one or the other.
Well, of course, if you're a protagonist, you have to have at least one of the two.
I'm pretty sure this will kill.
But you're hedging your bets.
Now it'll definitely kill.
You sure you don't want to put on the effort? Cheer.
Yeah, they're both equipped. They're both up.
Yeah, I knew you'd put on the money.
Come on, Camille. I don't care if you're much higher level than everyone else. Get Wave Rider Crash.
That's all you want from him.
You're the new type with the most problems in the Universal Century.
Get going, Camille. Farewell, Margaret.
Second only to Judao because you said, peace, take my ability.
Should be 6 levels worth.
Yeah, that's 6 levels worth.
New type level 6.
That was a bit higher than I was expecting, if I'm gonna be honest.
I'm pushed this far. Pearl retreating! Margaret. So was this fate that we'd have to meet like this again? Who knows?
I mean, would you have expected that to deal quite that much damage? I certainly didn't. But I want to see it. This probably won't kill.
Wave Rider Crash.
I don't think it'll deal 18,000 damage.
No clue, but it's time for the Wave Rider Crash. If the Zed is a machine that expresses the power of souls, then...
The most important attack. Oh. It's not just the Wave Rider Crash in this one. It's an all-out attack then.
Everyone, lend me your strength! Well done, Zeta. Not perfect, but you did a good job.
Who else could use some levels?
Pretty much anyone, actually, but...
Yeah, really pretty much anyone can. It might wind up going to the Gravian. Depending on... Can't get into super heavy sword range, but can get into that range.
I don't think that'll be enough.
No, not right now, but...
And he doesn't need the kill, but...
Well, actually, he does, kind of. Level-wise, no. Kill-wise, yes. But there's one main reason. Luck and effort.
Yeah.
That's
It's up to you.
the real primary reason. That was not the skill I thought it was going to be.
Also has luck.
True, that he does. He's fine on kills, though. Mazinger doesn't have the skill. Same attack, or?
Yep. He's only got, like, 2 attacks and a map.
He does only have 2 attacks. And a map?
Mm-hmm.
And a map. That is a weird map.
Sacred Crown, it's called.
Alright.
Sniper?
Yeah. Whittle it down a bit. Hopefully doesn't kill. Probably won't. That nearly killed. That's
Got
still
him.
active. Instinct. Luck. Effort.
Yep. Analysis just to be extra sure.
I mean, this... It has everything I need it to have. It might be the next full upgrade. Probably not, though.
The God Gravian has a very nice full upgrade. It gives energy restore small to everyone who's next to it.
I really wouldn't say that's great, but it's decent.
Especially if you pair that with support attack, support defend. Keep going, Gravian. Just drill straight into the enemy. Father, I'm sorry. Farewell, Uther. He just sort of rises away. Up to level 49. No! I can't afford to lose the Holy King's machine here! Oh, we lost our pair of Valkyries. The sun's energy reaction is rapidly increasing! What? What's happening? That zone is a system designed to draw out dimensional energy. That activates all the surrounding matter will wind up decaying. At this rate, if we leave it alone, this entire continent will die. Before that, we have to stop it. All units, focus fire! Or launch everything we've got at it! It's no good. We couldn't even scratch it. Got even higher defense than that Rook Atamon? It's come down to this. Guess I've got no choice. Crow! You. Later, everyone. Take care of the rest. As if I'd let you go, Crow Broost. Get out of the way, Wayne. What's the fighters? Rand? I'll be taking this one. What are you trying to pull? Sorry, Crow. Oh, the fastest guy wins. The Gunleon and I'll tear up this zone. You idiot! That's my job! If you're gone, then who'll care about Esther? After all, the reason you wound up running off ahead of her, you went in the first place is to see what's happening with her, right? If you've got that much resolve, you've got to make sure to save her no matter what. And save us and Setsuko too, right? I've got it. I'm sorry about this, Mel. I thought we promised we wouldn't say anything about that, darling. Rand! Mel! Please, wait a minute, Rand. Alright, everyone. See ya! Leave the rest to you guys. Yeah. Don't worry about it, the heat. Alright then. Next time we meet, be sure to have some good alcohol for me. Damn it!
Rand, the role model we should all aspire to.
Ptolemy's 2, personal room. And that's the report on what happened today. So 2 sphere reactors were able to shut off the zones. Some investors' human will is still remaining. So in the end, for Rand's sake as well, I've got to make sure to save her no matter what. Rather than the kindness to finish her off, this seems far harder of a task for you. So you could see through me, huh? I guess so. After all, you're both my beloved subordinates. In that fight against Insulam's Blue Knight guy, the Brasa took some pretty huge damage. I think I ought to have it sent back to the lab for maintenance for now. And if possible, I'd like to ask you to power it up. I've been waiting to hear that. Waiting to hear that means... Brasta's power up, of course. I've already got a couple of plans ready. Seriously? I'll tell you in detail back at the lab. But there's something I've got to tell you before that. What is it? It's something about how much money the repairs are going to cost. I don't want to hear it. It isn't about that. It's about the VX. Your sphere. See? In order to power up the Brasta, the absolutely required condition is for you to be able to draw out the power of the sphere. After all, that's how much power it's going to require to make it work. But that's... Possessing a strong will and yet not letting it rule you. That's what it said, right? Can't you have something happen to you like what happened with that hero kid, where he was able to be freed from the Zero System's curse by someone's voice? That would be nice if that happened. But everyone was yelling out at me back when I activated it before, and I didn't hear a single thing. From what Roger said, unless it's something that instinctively causes Doesn't mean to react. Nothing will work. What about my voice? If I wind up hearing your voice, it's possible I'll try to run even further from reality. If you're able to say a joke like that, everything should be fine. And so we'll leave that for now. Hurry up and head back to the lab. I'm at a complete loss. That fox. She really saw straight through me, huh? Hey, Rand. I know this is pretty pathetic, but I might not be able to fulfill that promise to you. Even though I'm supposed to be getting powered up here, I can't think of this as a good thing at all.
There's the answer of where's Patrick Colasaur.
Palace and Salam. Bridge. They were able to seal off not one but 2 of our zones? It was out of our expectations that Zexus would have that many dimensional extractors on hand. We don't need excuses! All we desire are results! However, at Lady Ambrone, the only person with her remaining functional dimensional extractors, Crow Brewst alone. In that case, Lady Margaret. I want for you to finish him off! But there's no need to listen to what that hag says. After all, the only one who can give direct orders to us High Knights are His Highness. Be quiet, Lord Wayne. After all, His Highness himself is the one who gave me this position and authority. What? That's how it is, Lady Margaret. I wanted to take his machine as a sample for my research, but we aren't in a position where we can afford that. Margaret Pistol, bring me back Crow Brewst's head. Yes. Wait a minute, Lady Margaret. Lord Gerard? You're the leader of all knights, the Knight of Knights. Do you intend to go against these orders? That isn't it at all, Lady Ambrone. I do not think Lady Margaret is strong enough to fight against that man. Allow me and the Diamond to go in her place. Oh, you would go out of your way to do that, Lord Gerard? This is a mission for which failure shall not be tolerated. Please, leave it to me. Lady Margaret, I order you to watch over this battle of mine. Understood. That hag. She's doing whatever the hell she wants in the name of His Highness. Uther and Salam. Is this the pride of the Arcsabers we all believed in? It was hopeless. So in the end I wasn't able to make proper use of the King's machine. I'm a pathetic prince. To think that the only person I can turn to here, the only person I can talk to is a girl who got turned into a dimensional beast by me. Are you trying to encourage me? But my heart's already broken here. Up until this point, I didn't want to acknowledge it, but I truly am talentless. So long as Ambrone's there, Islam should be able to win eventually. I can just trust everything to the Arcsabers and Lord Gerard. I'm sure that things will be better for Insalam if I'm not here. For the sake of the citizens, it would be for the best. So Alright. So, that is the end of that stage. We're going to go ahead and stop here as that took a while.
And the next stage is also going to take quite a while.
But just remember here, everyone. Tomorrow, we will be deciding what Crow's upgrade is going to be. So, be sure to think about what you think Crow should go for. Do we go for the real shooting type robot? Or the melee super robot for his upgrade? Librasta R or B? B or R? So,
Just trying to... shove people wherever, really.
alright. Once we finish this, we'll stop. So, alright. I hope you all been enjoying this. We're terribly sorry about the fact that we missed streaming yesterday due to personal issues. I hope you all have been enjoying this and are looking forward to seeing what Crow's upgrade will be tomorrow. Until then, have a nice day.
See you.